Welcome to the ECOM Profit Podcast. I am Laz Chavez. I am here with the co-host
Richard Telfeja.
Hey, all right.
Getting set up here.
And today we have a very special podcast. We are talking about our story, kind of like our journey. And we did one like this in the past, but this is like a kind of like a refresher one. We've changed this set like 3 times because, we can't stick to one single set, but here we are. And in this one, we're going to talk about our story, kind of introduce you guys to the world of e-commerce. If you guys have no experience with e-commerce whatsoever, this is kind of somewhere where you guys can start, learn about what it is that we do, and kind of see how this can. You gotta. What happened? we got some behind the scenes action going on here. This is somewhere where you guys can go and kind of get exposed to e-commerce, the world of e-commerce dropshipping, and getting started online.
All right, perfect. So we're talking about ourselves. So this should be pretty simple. So I guess we'll take it in chronological order. I can say my side, you say your side. So I started off by going to school, right? Because everyone wanted. Actually, no, that's bullshit. I'm not going to say I went to school because everyone wanted me to go to school. I actually wanted to go to school because I thought that was the easiest path to success. I was actually aiming at a $60K a year job. I thought it was going to be really good for me. And I think it still is good for a lot of people. I think $60K a year, there's a lot of online coaches and stuff that make fun of it. They like to talk down on it. And I don't think it's right. I think that a lot of people, they'd rather make $60K a year and just have more free time. It all depends on the person. But as soon as I started working, I went to school, I got my job in finance. I realized that just wasn't what I like to do. And not everyone likes the same things. I was trading in my time for money, and it's not something that I wanted to keep doing for the rest of my life. So I started doing e-commerce. And I don't know, do you want to say a story? Do I say a story? Well, here, I'll say like what I experienced, and then like I'll kind of like pass you. I'll pass you the ball. So Laz was going to his university. I'm sure he'll talk about that now. But I was there scrolling through some Facebook ads, looking at the ads, and I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I saw an ad that popped up, Dan Da Silva ad actually, and I was looking at it, and I thought it was pretty cool. He was talking about drop shipping. I had never heard of it. It was he was selling products without actually ever holding any inventory, and he was making a shit ton of money doing it. He was probably making my salary, what I made in a week. He was making it like in a few hours. So I thought it was really interesting. I've always been really interested in business, which I did study finance. So I thought it was really interesting. And that day, Laz was coming down from his university, which was in New York. I was still here in Miami, Florida. So he was coming down. We were going to go out to get some drinks. We were each like 22 years old or 21. I don't really remember. We're 26 now. So I brought up the idea to him about starting an online business and how lucrative it can be, and he thought it was okay. I don't think he thought it was like anything out of this world. You're like, oh yeah, whatever. It sounds pretty cool. You were studying engineering, so it was actually completely. It's like if someone came to me with an engineering project and I'm studying business, right? It was something completely out of what you were studying. So he's like, yeah, whatever. And we actually had a third partner when we first started. So yeah, we started and we lost a whole mess of money. We lost not a whole mess. We lost $4,000. You lost $2,000. I lost $2,000, and it was a lot of money for us back then. Though I remember $2,000 was that was my savings account.
Right.
I had all of it saved. I'm sure that was your savings account. And then we started working. So if you want, you can take over. We were just like literally working to put money into the business with our third partner. I want you to talk about the third partner too.
Yeah. So I just want to backtrack a little bit and talk about kind of what Richard said about going to school. And again, similarly to Richard, I thought that school was the way to become successful. I thought you had to climb up the corporate ladder and first start off with an entry-level job, then become more advanced, then gain some experience, and then slowly you would go up and up and up, and eventually you'd be the CEO of the company, right? I thought that was the main objective, the goal, the way to make the most money. So going through that process, that's what I thought that success was gonna be like. That's kind of like what my parents taught me too, because my parents they're both working. They work for other people. They have regular jobs. So that's kind of like how I was brought up. Now, and I was good at math. I was good at, physics, stuff like that. So engineering was kind of like what I was studying to do. Mechanical engineering, to be more precise. I was going to school. That's what I had in mind. And again, success was for me going to school, finishing my degree, and getting my degree and getting a job as an engineer. So when Richard told me about this ad that he saw about this business proposition, I didn't really think too much of it. He brought it up, and I remember he brought it up, and we were with our friend. Our friend, he actually does YouTube, and he brought it up to us.
With Quinn?
Yeah, with Quinn.
Oh, okay.
We're with Quinn.
Yeah.
And our friend Quinn does YouTube with Dragon Ball Z videos. And then I remember we talked about this, and we've never brought this up, but we actually talked about selling Dragon Ball Z merch.
That's when we didn't know.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously that's like copyright, like infringement, like all over the place. But we were like, oh, we can sell Dragon Ball Z merch and this and that. And, we can set up the store and whatever. So we briefly talked about it, but didn't really give it too much thought further. Now, we kept doing research on the topic. I think Richard kept telling me about it. And then he was telling me, he's like, oh, we can start our own store online, sell products, this and that. And then I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. But it sounds like there's a lot of like coding and like web development and stuff like that, like that you need to know. So I remember that's when we brought in our third partner, which is someone who's experienced with coding, software, all that stuff. And we brought in our third partner, and that was his role. He was supposed to be like the person who edited the store, like made adjustments, made changes, all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, we, like Richard said, we started losing money.
That's when he dropped.
He didn't even have money invested in it.
Yeah.
He was just there making changes, but I remember we were asking him to make a lot of changes, and I guess he was just like, "Oh, I don't have time for this," and he wasn't seeing any money come in, so he just dropped.
7 months we lost money. We lost those $4,000 in
So I think he was with us for like a month, right?
Yeah, like one through two maximum.
Yeah, and then he dropped. Then we kept losing money for another like 5 months.
It was tough, man. I remember we would call each other every once in a while. We're like, "Yo, do you think this shit actually works?"
Yeah, I think that's the good part about having a business partner, is that whenever I would feel down, I would call Richard. And I remember we were like in all these Facebook groups of people selling products, or for us at least, we supposedly selling products, and we'd be like, "Does this work? Are we just losing money? Like, what's the trick? If these people are making money, like what's going on here? We're smart guys. We go to school. We get good grades. Like, what the hell? Like, are we doing wrong?" So we did that for 7 months, and then we actually invested into a program that we like kind of got the ball. I mean, it wasn't like a blueprint system to start making money, but it did expose us to other ideas. It exposed us to how these people were marketing their products. And I think that's kind of like what got us that initial like sale, 2 sales, 3 sales. And then from there, we just started doing our own tests, making our own changes.
That's when we really took off, though. When we started doing our own things. I remember back then, everyone was running image ads, and it wasn't until we started dabbling with video ads that we started making money. And then we started implementing emails, Google, whole mess of things that when we started making money. I think most people get stuck on, I think a course is great. Courses are amazing for building a foundation, but you always need to put in a little bit of your own sauce to it, because if you don't, then you're just going to be doing what everyone else who bought the course is doing. So you have to take the course as a learning, build your learning blocks, have a good foundation, but then you have to kind of implement your own things into it, because if not, most of the time it'll never work. I mean, it really wouldn't. I recommend courses is a great way to start. Build your foundation extremely fast. It took us 7 months to build our foundation, and it should have really only taken us like 1.
Right.
So that's where the course came in. That as soon as we took the course, we had a good base. We're like, holy shit, we're doing all these things wrong. And then once you have that base, you're able to start experimenting and dabbling with other things. And that's when you actually start making money. But yeah, going back to the story, we lost money for 7 months. And I mean, I was working. I hated my job. Laz was working. He hated his job. And the first month, actually, I wasn't saying that I quit my first month making money, but that's a lie. I actually stuck through because I had the internship, and I didn't quit. I ended my internship in November. But we made $600,000 in October,
Yeah.
and I was still working. I remember showing the owner of the company $600,000 in sales, and he looked at me. He's like, "Holy shit!" He's like,
Yeah.
"I mean, yeah, can you help me train someone else?" I mean, he already knew. He's like, "Yeah, this guy's leaving. He just made 600,000." Then he was just asking me to train other people, and they were good people, honestly. Like, people I worked for were excellent people. I wouldn't go to work like at least once or twice a week, and they didn't give me any shit about it. I showed them how much money I was making, so they kind of knew that I was there.
Kind of on your own accord. Right?
Exactly, like on my own not even on my own terms. I was just there to help them out. They didn't have anyone else to do what I was doing, so I was just helping them until they found someone.
Right.
I mean, it got to the point where I didn't even care if they paid me or not. It was just like I was there for a favor. Like, imagine working for your parent and you're doing them a favor. You don't even care about them. I mean, I was making $600,000 a month, and there I was getting paid like $600 a week.
Yeah. So
It was pennies to me. I started spending a little bit more money. I remember we started going to like fancy restaurants and stuff like that. Probably spent more money back then than what I do now, to be honest.
Yeah. I actually want to go a little bit back because I remember being in all these groups, and this was before we started making money. We were in like all these Facebook groups, and we would always be trying to talk to everyone, like trying to see, like kind of like get like any like little information that we could.
Yeah.
And like watching trainings, I think that's kind of like how we saw Dan's training as well. And I kind of want to share this too, because I know people who are listening or watching this. We host trainings every Thursday, because now we do the same thing. We teach people, we help people out, and every Thursday we host trainings where we kind of expose you to the idea of drop shipping, e-commerce, Google ads, and how we were able to scale our business with Google ads. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys check underneath this video or podcast or wherever. There should be a link somewhere so you guys can check it out. And if you guys already registered for the training, this, congrats to you. And, hopefully this training helps you out, because it something like this was what sparked our journey. So, in any way that we can help you guys out, kind of be the spark in your journey, that would be completely amazing. But yeah, I mean, I remember like
shameless plug.
Yeah, it's just a little plug. I had to throw that in there because, a lot of people listening to this is probably because they signed up to the training, or they're interested in some way, form, or shape in e-commerce. So just got to throw that out there. But yeah.
Where were you going? No, you said I want to backtrack in the story.
Oh, because
like
I wanted to
timeline.
backtrack and tell them about like the free trainings that we attended.
Oh, I thought it was
all
like
that
something
stuff.
with the story.
Yeah.
I forgot. So we already started making money
Yeah.
in the story. So when did you quit your job?
So actually, I was doing a summer internship for the beginning when we were losing money, and then I think when we started, we started in like January.
Yes.
Cause I was here for like winter break. We started dabbling with it. I remember like January, February, we just lost a lot of money all the way to like June, and then in June, July, I was here doing an internship.
Mm-hmm.
Back home doing an internship at a mechanical engineering place that did like medical equipment. And I remember that's when we started making money. And I remember I was like, I'm just gonna quit this internship. I'm making money. Why the hell am I here? But I didn't quit just because I had like the commitment made. And the previous year I had also worked at this place. So it was like they had like kind of like brought me back. They're like, oh, you need a job for the summer. I got you, whatever. So I didn't quit. I just kept working. I remember my days were like, the schedule was like so crazy. I remember I would wake up early. I would work out, go to work, whatever, be at work. Sometimes I was checking like ads. Sometimes I was like doing research, whatever. I would get out of work. I would like work out or something. And then I would go home and it was right back to the ads. Like it was just like,
it was crazy.
It was like literally like endless days, and then just go to sleep. Same thing, rinse and repeat.
So when we started making money, whatever, you ended up quitting.
No, I actually went back to school. I went back to school.
Yeah, you went back to school.
Finished my degree.
Yeah. But
and then
just like, so to everyone listening, because when I first started making money, I think this was the same thing with Laz. It kind of seemed like a game in a way, because people are so used to having to go into an office and trading in their time for money that when you're doing things online, that you start getting paid and the money goes into your bank account, and you do more of it and the money keeps going into your bank account. It kind of seems like unreal until you spend the money. The first big thing that I bought with my money was my lease. I got my charger. That's when I was like, holy shit, like the money's real. It was not a wake-up call, but it was a realization that what we were doing was just crazy. How we were just making all this money online, and we were working from home from a computer.
Yeah.
I was working from a laptop when I first started. Then I was able to upgrade to an actual desktop and all that. But it's crazy when you first start making money, when you first get those sales and the money starts rolling in, that realization that, holy shit, this is real life. I'm making money and I don't have to go anywhere. I can just sit here in my pajamas and just make money. That was crazy for me.
Yeah, it was like reminiscent of like RuneScape. Like we're buying like Rune Seabos and then merching them. We're selling them for 10K profit a pop.
It's insane to just be able to make money from the comfort of your home. I mean, some people still don't maybe the younger generation, like you guys, Johnny and Josh, you guys can probably, I don't know what word I'm trying to use, but you guys can probably I guess relate to it more. Relate to it more. But when we tell, like just today, I closed on a house and I was telling the lawyer what I did. He was an older guy and he's like, what do you do? Like they don't even know, like they can't fathom like the thought of us just making money online. They don't know what that is.
And Richard closed on a house, guys, so we gotta give him a round of
applause. Guys, all from the money from online. So it's crazy. Awesome. It's crazy. Once you realize that you can actually spend the money that you're making, it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
How much time?
How much time we got there?
17. Okay, we're good. We can just end the story.
Yeah, we can end the story. But guys, I mean, that was like 4 years ago. We've been at this for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been a wild journey, and just I guess like I don't want to like go too fast through this, but just being able to work from anywhere in the world. Like I was in Philly, Richard was here in Miami, I was in New York, working from over there. We took a trip to Europe for like a month and we were like making money online. Yeah. Guys, it's crazy the possibilities of e-commerce and what it has allowed us to do. So I'm, sometimes, I mean, it's surreal, but I mean, I can only imagine how I can help other people as well. Like there's people like in a bunch of different situations, especially now, with like online growing even more and more, people losing jobs because of the pandemic or whatever. Guys, it's insane. Like how much possibility there is out there.
And opportunity.
Yeah. So I think we'll wrap it up with that.
If you guys are interested, again, in any of this, you guys want to get taught by Laz and I, we're pretty simple dudes. We're going to teach you exactly what it is. It's not going to be like a sales fest the whole time. We're just going to talk to you guys, tell you exactly what worked for us and what hasn't worked for us. Right. And we'll just be honest. I mean, I think through honesty, you guys will trust us more and you will see that we are honest guys. We just tell you how it is. Some things will tell you that they're good, some things they're bad. I know that the whole online guru shit, like we don't even consider ourselves gurus because they just make everything seem like super good. Like you're gonna buy a fucking Lamborghini in a month and you're gonna make so much money. It's not how it is. This is a real business and you need to put hard work into it. It took us 7 months to figure it out because we didn't have a program before. But if you guys are interested, again, how Laz said it, every Thursday we have a training. So if you guys are interested, somewhere below this, if you're looking at this video on a landing page on YouTube or anywhere that you're looking at this video, at this podcast, just go ahead, go down below and you'll probably see a button for the next training. Hop in there and I hope to see you guys. Hope that we can help you guys. Laz, any finishing?
No, I mean, you said most of it, but yeah, guys, this is literally a life-changing opportunity that I mean, it was handed to us and now we're passing on the baton to someone else. So if this is you, congrats. I mean, hopefully you signed up for the training, but it's some doors that once they open, you see the opportunities behind them that it's insane. So super excited, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that if you guys enjoy these podcasts, make sure you thumbs up, heart, 5-star, whatever you got to do. Subscribe to the channel. We love doing these because it just gives us a more, I guess it's us at just being us to our core, right? Like We're not trying to put on a facade or anything like that. It's just us being genuine with you guys. And I think at the end of the day, honesty and being genuine is the best, most important thing about everything. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you and peace.